Well, hello, my beautiful Taurians. Welcome to my channel. This is Baba Jolie here with a little bonus reading. I've already cleansed your space and have meditated on your cards. For those of you who are returning, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for all your wonderful likes, shares, and subscribes. I am truly grateful for all your beautiful energy. Just a little reminder though, this is a general reading, not a one-to-one reading, just so you're aware. Also, please be mindful, scammers are about to pretend to be me and lots of other tarot readers. I do not do personal readings. I do not take your money, e-gifts, donations. I'm not on Facebook, WhatsApp, PayPal, Telegram, or Patreon. I will never ask you for your credit card details. I will never ask for personal details. And I'll also never give you a cell phone number to call. So if anyone masquerading as me asks for anything at all, please report them or ignore them. It is a scam, okay? Let's move straight on with your reading. I'm going to cleanse your space hourly, so please be mindful. There's going to be 3 loud sounds. Let us begin. Okay, my beautiful Taurians, this is a little bonus reading. Us tarot readers, we tend to do singles readings, loves readings, monthlies, careers, but we never really ask how you are. So this is a little bonus reading just to check in to see how you're doing deep down, you know, your secret thoughts or whatever it is you're going through and how things are going to work out for you. So we will tap into future events as well there. So let's get straight to it, see what's going on for you there. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. You will notice that, you know, I'm going to do a different spread just to tap into this for you. So I won't do any overarching energy. I'm just going to go direct to the energy that you are feeling deep down. And your first card there is the Emperor. So you have a lot of responsibilities on your shoulders. You're looking at your commitments at this time. And the Five of Wands, there's been challenges. Some of you feel very exhausted in your energy. You may feel like you're trying to brainstorm a way so that it's easier. Okay, you put so much effort into everything that you do, but you're feeling really exhausted. You feel very challenged. You feel a lot of pressure, and you just feel like everything is against you sometimes. But I actually see that you're in a better position than you give yourself credit for. Also, you're super independent. You know, you tend to do everything on your own terms, and, you know, sometimes help is available to you, but you'd rather do something yourself because you know that it will be done correctly or the way that you want it to be done. But I feel some of you, you know, it would be easier if you were able to delegate in some way. I mean, the Three of Pentacles indicates some of you, you do have people around you. But with the Emperor energy, it feels like you feel responsible all the time, or you don't like letting anyone down, so you take the responsibility on your shoulders there. I definitely see some of you have been tested, okay? I feel this energy of you almost being on autopilot, okay? You may feel something has changed within you, but you're still making an effort to make life work. I mean, don't get me wrong, there are some exciting things to come for you. There are some positive wins and good fortune happening for you, but some of you may feel like you've been conditioned to expect the worst because you've been going through a very tough time. But I see that you are being guided out of difficulty at this time. I mean, the Emperor energy, it tells me that you have had a lot of responsibility on your shoulders. You're focusing on your projects. You're trying to boss up in life in some way. And male or female, it's not a gender specific reading. And of course, you know, this is a reading, whether you're in a career, whether you're in, whether you're currently looking for work, whether you're retired, whether you are just coming out of college, whatever it is, I feel like I'm just tapping into your energy right now where you feel like you need to be serious about life because you have a lot of responsibility on your shoulders. However, deep down, you want to kick back, relax, enjoy yourself a little bit more, have a bit more spontaneity, but you may feel that life has got pretty serious right now and you're feeling really heavy in your energy and very exhausted there. I almost feel like your soul is exhausted in some way and you're still trying to power on through there. I mean, this card indicates a tenacity, a strength about you that, you know, you don't really show other people by letting them in. It's almost like you lead by example, that you are strong. You just put one foot in front of the other and you just keep on keeping on. So I feel You're trying to remain calm in difficult circumstances right now. And the Emperor energy also indicates that you are someone who is very serious about stability, about security, making sure that you and your family are safe. But also I feel like you're very goal-oriented. I feel like you're working towards something, a project, or this could be that you are, especially with the Knight of Pentacles there and the Six of Swords, some of you are working on your financial stability, or you're keeping an eye on pensions or on your financial resources because you anticipate that there are going to be some changes. The Wheel of Fortune in the resistance position with the Emperor, it can indicate that some of you, you are keeping an eye on establishments, how the world is being run right now. Because the Emperor energy, it can really connect to long-standing institutions or the way things have always been. So I feel some of you with the Three of Pentacles there, I feel like you're trying to create some level of security in your life, despite the changes that are going on there. I mean, the Three of Pentacles, it means you're building a foundation. I mean, these two cards could literally mean you're currently building your empire, or you are building some level of security. I mean, some of you could be building your home. Some of you are building finances to purchase a home or go into real estate at this time. But the Three of Pentacles also can indicate that some of you are responsible or feel responsible for others in some way. And you're leading by example. So if you're a parent or guardian, for example, you're actually, nurturing the future generations to come, and it feels like a very heavy load, not a burden per se. It feels like it's rewarding, but at the same time, there's a lot of effort there, and you have to be serious about the decisions that you make. And sometimes it can feel like you are unappreciated, or you just feel exhausted, like there's no relief, or there's no way to give you like a break in some way. But I do see an opportunity for you to have a break coming in there. For some of you with that Three of Pentacles energy, it can indicate that you're trying to find your soul tribe, trying to really vibe at a frequency where people come together, build a community, or involve yourself in a community in some way, because you may feel with the Emperor energy that you are someone who is very independent, self-assured. It's taken you a long time to get to that place, but you may feel a little bit isolated in your circumstances, and you're looking for people who, vibe with you in some way. Three of Pentacles is a card of being very cautious with your finances as well. And it's not all about finances. This reading is not meant to be about finances. This is about your effort. I feel, that you are someone who may join with other people to make an effort to create something, or you may involve yourself a little bit more in the community in order to bring more joy and change your vibe in your life in some way. But also some of you are learning about, growing your own food, for example, or building a community, or building collaboratively on a project. Some of you are working away really hard, being the architect of your dreams to make them become a reality, and you will be successful. But ultimately, I get this whole energy of things are challenging, things are hard, and it feels like no matter what it is that you're working towards right now, there's always an obstacle, or there's always a disruptive energy. Something is always there to put a fly in the ointment in some way. So for example, if you're an entrepreneur, you run your own business, you may feel that there are some changes that are being implemented by governing bodies that basically, slow down your success, or in some way change policies or rules and regulations, making it harder to work in an environment that you've tried to establish yourself at for many, many years. For some of you, with that Five of Wands energy, it indicates that, you have been really up against it. And no matter how much you try to push through, it still seems to be very chaotic, or it just feels like nothing is ever easy. And the Five of Wands energy is an energy of pressure. So some of you are trying to manage your stress levels at this time. Also, you're trying to really brainstorm of ways to change your luck. And I definitely see that that will follow through, and you will be able to do that. But I just get this energy of being in training for something. So some of you may be learning new skills, or learning more about yourself and how strong you are in difficult circumstances. The Emperor energy tells me that you're actually someone who has had a lot of experience in life, and you're strong because of those experiences, and you're wanting to take charge of your life to secure your future. And I definitely see you doing that. But at the same time, you're trying not to put too much pressure on yourself because you recognize that change is afoot in some way. And you may feel uncomfortable with some of the changes that are going on around the world at the moment right now. And you're trying to find your place in that world. And you're trying to protect yourself and guard yourself against changes. But the one constant thing that happens every century, every day is change. So I feel like you are learning to be flexible within these changes as well there. Now, this card indicates some of you, the importance of integrity, leading with truth, and moving through difficult circumstances. I get this energy of you like finding alternative ways of approaching something that has been difficult. You're being really honest with yourself, owning the fact that it's been a difficult time. And I feel whatever it is that you're learning or that you've been in training for, I definitely see that it will pay off for you, whatever this is. Five of Wands, I do get this sense of like you're exhausted, that you feel overwhelmed at this time, and you're not quite at breaking point, but I feel you're wondering, are you able to ever catch a break? Will your luck change? And the answer is yes, okay? The Wheel of Fortune, it's currently in the resistance position for you. So you may feel things are a little bit out of your control right now, or you're trying to regain some sense of control in your life. And I feel like you're definitely on it. You're going to move towards a brighter future, and I feel, fate is on your side. You may have felt that good luck has forgotten about you, or that you've been feeling a little bit stuck in a rut right now because you have a lot of responsibilities on your shoulders and you've committed yourself to your plans. It feels like you want to break out. You want to just, have a little bit more spontaneity, more fun. You want to open yourself up to new experiences, new exciting endeavors, but you may feel like you're not in a position to do that right now. You may feel there's a bit of a cycle repeat happening in your life and you feel a little bit stuck in it. But the Wheel of Fortune, it will turn into the upright. And that tells me that, your luck is changing and that there are some lucky breaks on their way for you. And also you're going to come out of that feeling of being stuck in a rut, that better things are opening up for you. New doors are opening up. There is a turning point here for you for better fortune. But also you're acutely aware that life is hard. I feel like you've had some experiences that have prepared you for the ups and downs of life. And I feel like you are being flexible during these times. And I get this sense here that some of you, there's been a lot of tension. I mean, some of you may have even felt a little bit more snappier than usual or direct. I feel like there's a sense of time, not wanting to waste time on your shoulders. But also I feel like even though this is the Wheel of Fortune, I'm actually seeing a clock in the water right now connected to this card. So some of you may have felt like you're waiting for the right time to do something, or you feel like the timing has been off for something. But also I feel there's this sense of time. Maybe you're putting a lot of pressure on your shoulders. You may feel that you should have been further along on your path than you are right now, or you should have accomplished something by now. But please relax, breathe. What is meant for you will never pass you by. I feel like you're on the right path and that you're making good decisions for yourself right now. And with the Knight of Pentacles, the Knight of Pentacles indicates some opportunity financially coming in, but also it indicates that you are a very patient person. You've been working really hard. And with the Six of Swords, you're being guided to something that will give you security, but also, give you peace of mind. And you're gaining greater wisdom during this period. I feel like you're being guided out of turbulent times. So whether you've been struggling with finances or whether you've been looking at how hard it is that you're investing all your energy into something and it just feels like it's a very long road, I see that, it's almost like, you are being sent some sort of opportunity or divine intervention for you to be brought to a more peaceful environment or a more peaceful state of mind, because I feel like you've been tested and I feel it was a necessary test almost. And please don't shoot the messenger when I say this, because I feel it's setting you up to be prepared for the next stage of whatever it is that you're trying to accomplish. Of course, it's going to be different for everybody, but with this Knight of Pentacles here, I feel that you're being really resourceful with the position that you're in. You're working really hard on your responsibilities, your tasks, and things feel just heavy. And you're wondering, is all the effort worth it? And the answer is yes, because I feel like not only are you gaining greater wisdom, but also you're going to reach a plateau of calmness where you're going to reach your goal. Okay, something better is being made available to you. Whatever that is that you're trying to accomplish, I feel the goal will be realized there with this card. I feel like, you are someone who is very dedicated to whatever it is that you set your heart on. I feel like you're listening to your heart at this time, and your efforts will pay off. You're someone who is determined to do your best in every situation. And yes, there have been some obstacles and difficulties along the way, but I feel you're in a transition to something more in alignment with your heart. And also, I feel like you are trying to navigate your way through uncharted territory at this time. Something has changed for you. Something has changed in you. And I feel, there have been some turbulent times. You've been dealing with some difficult emotions as well, getting closure on those. But ultimately, I feel the Six of Swords indicates that you're protected and redirected towards more stability, towards a period of calmness, but also after trouble or after difficulty, I feel peace will reign. And I feel some of you may even be having difficulty moving right now if you are trying to relocate or you're trying to purchase property, but you will be able to find something that is more in alignment with the finances that you have to offer at this time, the resources. I feel you'll actually be able to save on that as well in some way. This reading is not really to be about aesthetics or, career or money or love. It's really about how much effort that you put into life and how you've been feeling so heavy in those responsibilities. You're wondering, do things get better? Is there fun out there to be had? Because things seem to have got pretty serious for you. Because the Emperor card, the history of this card indicates that there used to be a fool in the background of the card, which was a little reminder to the Emperor that yes, you have a lot on your plate right now. You are multitasking and you're trying really hard to establish some part of your life with security, but you must have balance. There must be fun there. And I feel an opportunity is opening up for you to be able to enjoy the moment or live a little bit more peacefully there as well. Peace of mind. You can't buy peace of mind. So some of you are looking at the changes that are going on in the world at this moment in time, and you're feeling a little uncertain about the trajectory of the way that the world is headed right now. And you recognize that there's a lot of tension and it could go either way right now, and you're protecting your position or you're securing yourself in a certain position so that you can avoid any difficulty. I mean, the Six of Swords is also an energy of you being a bit of an overthinker, and you've been doing a lot of analyzing recently. Things have been very cerebral for you, but now you're putting things like better sleeping patterns as something that's very important to you. You're trying to get better rest, but also I feel like things will be moving in the right direction for you, which will calm your mind. And I feel you're going to start to see that your plans are unfolding the way that you'd hoped for, and that ultimately there really is nothing to worry about there. You are establishing a secure future for yourself. And yes, you've been under pressure, but I feel like this is going to be manageable for you there as well, okay? Things are going to look up, and I feel better luck is on its way for you. And I see how much effort you put into everything. And I do see there are rewards coming. The payoff is real, and you will see it in tangible form. All that hard work that you've been putting into whatever it is that you're putting into. I mean, for some of you, you're putting a lot of hard work into raising a family. And, it feels emotionally rewarding. It's difficult at times, but I definitely see that, you're on the right track and it's going to work out. And, you are appreciated for who you are and respected for everything that you do. Sometimes it doesn't feel like that, Children are not always going to remain in a peaceful sort of energy. They'll go through terrible twos or teenage years, and it doesn't always have to be every child is different. So some of you may have been dealing with a difficult child and you're a bit worried about how things are working out, and it tests your patience. But actually I see that this child, very solid child, that is actually going to resolve some of that energy and channel it into healthier pursuits is what I see there. and you're actually going to be really proud as well there. But of course, not everybody has children, so I'm just giving you an example of what it could be that you're dealing with right now. And finally, we've got some cards. Take chances. You'll realize how perfect something will turn out. I mean, the Wheel of Fortune can indicate a risk or a gamble. Some of you may have been feeling a little bit hesitant to take a risk or a leap of faith in some way, and you've promised yourself it's better to take the safe path, whatever the safe path is for you. But I feel, you know, some of you are going to open yourself up to challenging yourself in a really positive way. And I definitely see that any risk you take, it's almost like a calculated risk. And I feel like it works out in your favor. Also, the end of a tough cycle is finally approaching. So I was definitely picking up on this hard times kind of energy. Things are a little bit tough right now, but they definitely will be resolved, and you're moving into an easier time, and things will be a little bit more peaceful. And that struggle, you know, it is finally coming to an end there in some way. And finally, we've got the healing must be completed before your life can transform. I mean, the energy of the cards that you got, I feel some of you have been tested and you are getting closure on some difficult times, but I feel some of you may be looking back at experiences you've had since childhood that needed resolving within yourself, and those are the moments of healing that can help transform your life. To recognize that these experiences, whilst they did have an impact on you and shaped who you are not to be defined by them, and they no longer have any power over your future happiness, especially if these experiences were traumatic. But also, I get a sense here that you're getting a lot of emotional closure on experiences you had that were difficult or challenging, and you've invested a lot of time and energy into your projects or into your commitments as a way of not avoiding things that need to be healed, but as a way of protecting yourself. And I feel you've come to the point where you have to face it, acknowledge it, heal it in order to move on from it and break free from it. And I definitely see that cycle is happening there for you as well. So I'm just going to go get a trinket or a rune. Okay, we've only got one rune for you there. We've got the arrow. So that indicates the only way is up. This is a rune that indicates you're a warrior. You're someone who has sacrificed a lot of your time and your energy to accomplish whatever it is you set out to do, and you will receive rewards for that. Also, this is a rune of, you know, infinite courage, that you shall have justice. For some of you, you've had to turn your life upside down or around in some way in order to make things work. And I feel, you know, you've been investigating new paths that have been opening up for you, and actually a more exciting time is available to you. But I definitely see that you're going to be right on target. You're on the right path, and I see that things are going to get infinitely brighter there for you as well. So there is a new chapter opening up for you, and it is much more positive. Okay, so this reading, it's just like a little bonus reading there, a little check-in. I will do all my usual readings, of course, so this isn't to replace a reading, but I just thought it would be a nice little addition there. So I hope you found something in that there for you. If it resonates in any way, please like or subscribe to my channel. Completely free for you. All you have to do is press a little bell that lets you know when I update my next message, lets me know that you resonate with the reading, which is so important for me too. Thank you so much, my beautiful Taurians, and love and light.